Now that we're done reading Ezekiel 36, let's go and read the book of Zechariah, chapter 9, verse 6, which says, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines." So Ashdod was a city that was given to the tribe of Judah. It's a city in Judah. Okay, and to prove that, go to the book of Joshua, chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 20, which says, "This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families." And when you continue reading, it goes into a list of cities that Judah had, and one of them being Ashdod. When you scroll down to the verse 46, it says, "From Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod, with their villages, Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt, and the sea, and Slakia, and the great sea, and the border thereof." So Ashdod was given to us, all right, specifically the tribe of Judah. That's our land, okay. But now it's currently being occupied by these small hatters, man. Okay, that are claiming to be us. Okay, that are bastards, that are imposters, and we'll get to that word bastard. But let's go into Ashdod. When you type it in on Google, it's a city in Israel. Ashdod is today a major Israeli city. It contains the largest port in Israel, accounting for 60% of the country's imported goods. Okay, so this is where 60% of its goods get imported into the land of Israel. Okay, it's just like over here in Cali, we have Long Beach. Okay, yeah, this is where we have Long Beach port, and this is where you have majority of imports throughout the whole world. A lot of them coming from China, but throughout the whole world, coming from the whole world, all type of merchandise getting imported here. You have the same for this city. All right, but when the Lord gives us back our land, we're not gonna have to have trees to get imported, because you had a time where they imported trees. The Lord said that He was gonna build and cover our land. That's in Baruch 5:8. He's gonna cover our land with sweet smelling trees, man. He's gonna overshadow the land of Israel, not have them be imported. Now, of course, when the real people of the Most High, God's chosen people, the Israelites, are back in the land, you're gonna have these nations that are gonna give the best of everything, man. The riches, all right. But let's go back to Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6, and let's go into bastard. Okay, so, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod." Okay, a bastard, when you look it up, it has a bunch of definitions. And it says bastard, child of innocence, illegitimate child, which goes when you look up, illegitimate means unauthorized. Okay, but bastard, a mixed population, born of a Jewish father and a heathen mother, or vice versa, which that's false, because you are what your father is. But to really get the understanding of the word bastard, because throughout time they change the meaning of words. A word can not only mean one thing, it can mean multiple things. And what I have right here is let me pull it up real quick. The thesaurus.com, and I typed in bastard, and what do you go the adjective of that word is illegitimate, right? But when you go for the synonyms, synonyms for bastard, forgive me if I'm not saying that correctly, but it says counterfeit, fake, phony. Okay, phony, a counterfeit, fake. Okay, so we have a bunch of phonies in our lands, a bunch of fake Jews in our land. All right, people that are claiming to be God's people, the original inhabitants. They're phonies. Okay, and they're fighting the Ishmaelites, which the Ishmaelites today are calling themselves Palestine. Okay, and when we continue reading in the book of Zechariah 9:6, it says, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I'll cut off the pride of the Philistines." When you go into that word Philistines, which the Philistines again were Hamites. These were Hamite people, because before Israel obtained that land, all right, before we lived in our land, we were, of course, in bondage in Egypt. During that time when we were bondage in Egypt, the land of Israel was known as the land of Canaan. All right, it was occupied by Hamites, what you call today so-called Africans. Okay, so these people, these Ishmaelites that are calling themselves Palestine, which that word Palestine basically goes into is another word of saying Philistine. Like when you go look up the word Philistine, word for here is Palashathaya, which means immigrants, but really when you really have to go to the root word Palashath, and it's written here Philistia, land of the sojourners. All right, and when you go this is H6429, and when you go through the show the Strongs, it shows you a list of scriptures that have the same meaning, and you scroll to not says Strongs, but concordance. Salakia, concordance is what I meant. But it has a list of scriptures, right? And I'm going to read some of them. Exodus 15:14. "The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestine, or Palestine, which again were so-called Africans, Hamites. They come from Ham. Okay, so it says let me see. What other ones I can read? Oh, Joel chapter 3 verse 4. It says, "Yeah, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?" Okay, because right now you have these Ishmaelites calling themselves Palestinians. They're from Palestine, which you're not the original inhabitants of that land. Okay, that land was not given to you. Okay, even though you're currently in that land. Okay, claiming that it's your land. And you're protesting about injustice that you face because of the small hatters. But what about the injustice that we face, the true people of that land? How not only our land was stolen from us, taken from us, but how our identity was taken from us. And when we try to claim our identity, they want to call us anti-Semitic. Which that's not even the right way of saying that, man. How can we be anti-Semitic or anti-Shemitic, all right, if we're Shemitic ourselves? Okay. But through the grace and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the true Israelites, the true people of God, are coming back to their nationality. And we're patiently waiting for our Lord Yahushai to return to save his elect, which us brothers hope to be a part of. Okay, we hope to be part of the Most High's elect, so he can bring us back to our land, because it's going to be the Lord that's going to take us to our land. You know, You have Israelites that live in our land right now. You have, what they say, black Hebrew Israelites living in the land of Israel. Which that's foolishness, because that land is going to be destroyed. So it don't make no sense going there right now. We got to wait for the Lord to take us, man. Just like how the Lord delivered us out of Egypt and he guided us through the wilderness, which the first generation didn't make it. They died in the wilderness. All right, the only ones that made it from that generation was Joshua and Caleb. Okay, they made it to the promised land. All right, but the Lord is the one that took us to the Holy Land filled with milk and honey. And the Lord's going to be the one to take us back, man. All right, from modern day Egypt. And this time we're not going to have to walk. All right, we're going to come back in ships. But with that, I'll end it there. Lord willing, you're edified. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Shalom.